Hello, 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 everyone. This is True. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing a Gothic look. And so, yeah, let's just get into it. Right now, I'm just going to just prep the nails really quickly. In one of my videos, if you saw, I sometimes prep the nail by putting on primer. I usually use the Young Nail pH bond to do it. But right now I'm using the Modelones and that's just as good. But well, no, I'm not gonna say, well, it is good, but I prefer to do the pH bond. And so I'm waiting for that order to come in. There is 3 ways that you can actually prepare a nail. You don't necessarily have to file the nail. Sometimes I like this method better, to be honest with you. I'll show everyone in another video, if you like, if you don't know how to do it, the 3 ways on how to prep a nail. So right now I'm just doing it until the nail gets a little rough and a little resistant, and then I can go on to the next nail. These type of nails right now are excuse blah blah, I can't even talk. Stiletto extra long. In case anyone's interested or wants to know the size, they are extra long. And this is a set that I have been wanting to try. I've had my chains. I'm going to put chains on the nails, and I've had the chains for quite some time. And I just ordered another chain that just came in one of my hauls the other day, but I actually already had some chains that I didn't know what to do with them. I've had them for years. So they just sat there. Didn't know what to do with them. So, yeah. And so if you see me pressing, I'm just making sure that it has like that sticky layer. So the nail polish or the base coat, I'm going to go in with a base coat afterwards, and so that the base coat can adhere to it. You just don't want to go in and start painting your press-ons without some sort of prep, whether if you file it or if you do it this way. I wouldn't suggest putting acetone on gel nails because they are gel nails and the acetone will melt them. And so yeah, so that's one of the ways that you can do it. Well, that I've seen people do it. I personally wouldn't try that method. So it's the acetone, it's the primer, and then it's the filing. Now, some may be sitting there wondering, like, why do you prefer to do the acetone, to do the primer over filing? It's because once you start filing, the dust is getting literally all over the place. And for me, even when I wipe it with an alcohol, it's still dust all over the place and it's lingering. And it gets into the nail polish, and I'm like chasing little dust bunnies all over the nails and stuff like that. So I prefer to do less filing as possible. I even started doing the tips, filing the tips later after I do the whole set, just to avoid um, filing, because even that, um, even when you file the tip, any little dust particles, it's already like dust flying around your house or wherever you're at, wherever you work out of. So I just try to keep that down to a minimum as much as possible. That's just really what works for me. And so you kind of just do what works for you. And side note, I want to do a quick review on this nail stand. I had these nail stands a while ago too, and now I got them again. This came in one of my hauls that I had did, and I like this nail stand. I actually said in my video that I did the set with my daughter that I liked the goldish kind of glittery one that I have, but I actually like this one better. So I'm changing my mind because they don't move, as you can see. The only thing is like for short nails, it's a little hard. So as you can see, this stuff is getting on my nail. And so I'm about to change out my glove when I do this last nail because I hate stuff sticking to me. I just really prefer this method so much better than the filing. As you can see, I'm doing it and it's resisting a little bit. And being that these nails are so long, I do, I do half and half. I don't try to do the whole nail at once, just to make sure that I have everything covered. Okay. And this, you don't have to cure that. I'm going to switch out my nails really quickly. So now what I'm going to do is go in with a base coat. No, that's matte. We don't want that. Here we go. I'm going to go in here with the base coat and just base. Okay, so now the nails are primed. So what I'm going to do now is go in with the base coat. I'm only going to do one base coat for video purposes. Normally when I do my press-ons, depending on the type of nail that it is, I may go in with 2 base coats. If it's a softer gel, then you possibly can go in there with 3, but normally I do 1 because I use the spray. But for my longer nails like this one, I will possibly do 2 or 3 coats. I'm speeding up the process right now because the only thing I'm doing is putting base coat onto the nail. And after we finish with the thumb, we're going to just cure this for 60 seconds. Okay, so we've done with the base coat, that's dry. And now I'm going to do a nude on the middle finger. And I'm just trying to figure out which nude I'm going to do, which one. So that is from the haul that I had the other day, the 1 through 4 that I had wanted to try out. So I'm going to try that out on the middle finger. And I'm hoping to accomplish the look that's in my head. And so far it's coming out good. So I'm really happy about that. Sometimes you have to wipe the brush off because like I said, the lint is, or dust, whatever is flying around. So yeah, so the middle finger to me is going to be the showstopper. And after that, I'm gonna just cure it for 60 seconds. Okay, so now I got all of my nail based and I put my new color on my middle nail. So now we're gonna go in with the first coat of black since I am trying to achieve the Gothic look. I am gonna put I want to do 2 coats initially, but I'm putting on 1 coat right now. And then we're gonna cure that for 60 seconds and then we're gonna go in and do the second coat. Okay, I'm just making sure everything is looking good, and I'm not sure what happened with the middle nail, but I'm going over it again. It looks like it was some lint, and then I smudged it with my nail, with my finger, which had black on it. So now I have to go and do that nail all over again. And once I get that perfect, then we could move on to the next step. I will be curing the nails for about 60 seconds and then I can go in there with a second coat. And now we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. Okay, so now that's done, and now we're just going to go in with a second coat of black, and then I could start working on the middle finger. going to cure that for 60 seconds. Okay, now my look for the middle finger is to try to do a French tip. And as I stated in other videos, I am not good at French at all. I don't know how you guys do it with that brush, that skinny brush, and do like the A version. I don't know how to. I really do not know how to do it. But I do remember seeing a video of someone attempting to do the French. She did it like this, and then she had the brush, dipped it into some acetone, and tried to clean it up in a sense. Try to create that smile by cleaning it up. So this is what I'm going to try to do. And so that part you just kind of clean up. I think next time I try to attempt this, I probably would just use regular nail polish remover if I could. I'm not really sure if you could do that with gel nail polish. But yeah, so I'm just trying to just clean it up as best as I could. And this is going to be the first layer of black, so I do have to go back in there with another layer of black. And so I wasn't really happy with the way it came out, so I'm attempting to do it again. And you know what they say, practice makes perfect, so I'm gonna keep trying it. And I see that I have to turn the nail as I'm swiping, so that could be a key part for me. I'm just trying to get it in, get that French the best way I can. This is the best I've ever done a French. I know I do a French straight across, but the smile line I am not that great at. But the best part about this is that the chain is going to go right there on the smile, so I can kind of camouflage it a little bit until I perfect it. But yeah, so I'm just trying to just clean up a little bit more. And then once I do that, I can cure that. And that's the best I could do. I think I got it, y'all. So I'm gonna cure it right now. Okay, so I did the first coat, and now I'm going in with the second coat of black. And this should be a little bit easier than the first coat because I already have a guideline now. So I'm just gonna follow that guideline, and then I'm gonna cure. Okay, so I finished curing and I am happy with the look. So now what I'm going to do is just put on my top coat real quick, and after I cure the top coat, then we could start with the embellishments. Again, I am freestyling, so I'm just winging it as far as like when I start putting the gems and stuff like that on. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start with the middle finger first. And again, I'm just freestyling it. Don't know really which way I'm going to go with it. I just know I'm looking for a Gothic look. I like to put the glue on the plate and work with a smaller brush when I'm putting on stones. Sometimes I use the tube, but for this one I'm using the brush, especially when I'm working around the smile line to put the chains on. That's what I did with my practice nail, and I will insert that for you guys in a second. And here we are with the finished look. I'm really happy. I will be inserting a picture of my silicone hand, Brianna, to show you how it looks.